Hey guys, it's Keith and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We're here back in Skyhold again because, frankly, that's just what happens every time I start a new recording. So let's go ahead and talk to a handful of party members like usual just to continue to progress that little side story, and then we'll go right back down to, I believe we're still in progress on Western Approach. So I think I still have plenty more to do there, if I remember correctly. So as soon as I'm done here, we'll go back down there and finish off whatever I have left to do. Probably a lot. It's been a few days, so I need to remember this stuff.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
And some of us choose not to follow at all.
We can't all be born leaders. It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over, he offered to mentor me. To teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Yeah, when we're younger we always make mistakes and things that we regret afterwards, but you can't really...
Finally, a place for the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
What about the Ferelden horses? I actually don't know what we're talking about, but hey, I can probably choose a mountain here, right? So I have do I have exotics? No, I don't. I don't have any of these. I have a Dragonlisk though, so why not? What the hell does this look like, by the way?
Inquisition?
What? Okay, so it mostly just looks like a horse, but with a dragon head. That's terrifying. Ugh, oh god, its whole head moves around like one solid object that doesn't, like its eyes are dead on the inside. Looks really... oh, hey, it's Master Dennett. That's the guy that we got to help with the horses.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. Mountain air like this, not healthy for many animals. But I'll make do with your little fortress.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her fool races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Alright, so there was Master Dennett. I kind of forgot about him. I think part of me wasn't entirely sure if he even survived the, what happened down there. How am I doing on inventory? I'll do a quick sweep just to see if there's anything I can sell for my inventory, and then I'll check in on another NPC in a moment. So we're here in the library type zone. There's like a door over here. Where was it? A door. I don't think I've even opened this place yet. Oh, is that yeah, that's Vivian. And a lot of pop-up for a moment there. Looks like we have two tall back chairs and like a reading couch. I didn't even realize that Vivian was in here. Looks like you can't go any further because there's a note. What does the note say? I mean, you can't go any further because of construction, not because of the note. But there's also a note here. Oh, construction report. Surfacing. Paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid, some I would strip down to the stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is this the Inquisition temporary? Or is the Inquisition temporary? Amstel masonry. Do it right. The Inquisition's only temporary if we fail, and we're not failing the Inquisitor. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Hey, a little bit of story, a little bit of experience there from a little note just gathered around. Doesn't look like I can interact with much more around here, though. Can I walk behind? I can walk behind Vivian. No, it's my balcony. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? It's mine.
You've made such intriguing design choices for the castle, my dear. They must be inspired.
I just let Josephine pick whatever she wants.
There's wisdom in knowing when to defer to someone else's expertise, Inquisitor. And appearances are important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
I can't let them think Andraste's herald is hung up on material things.
Of course not, my dear. But you also can't allow the powers of the land to think you run this organization on prayer alone. You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the nobility. You must be a man who the common folk aspire to be and to whom the nobility bow.
My actions will inspire them. Appearances don't matter.
It would be a lovely world if we were all judged purely on our conduct, my dear. But it would not be this world. As the stories of the Inquisition spread, more and more people will wonder if you are the man they say you are. They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. They must see someone greater than legends.
If that's your standard for me, what does the Divine have to live up to?
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadows. The Divine absolutely must set the example for all Thedas. She must seem to be the embodiment of the Maker to the faithful. She needs the authority of the Maker and the charisma of Andraste. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne.
I'm sorry, I got distracted a little bit during that conversation. Do you have a boob window on your shirt? She has a boob window. That's her boobs. She's fully clothed from head to toe, all the way down to having gloves and boots on, but she has a boob window. Because reasons. Okay. That happened. It's impossible. This is where I die. Another note. Construction report, death on the wall. One of our finishers, Garen, fell from the scaffold and landed on the paving stone. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped him. What should we do? Foreman Smercy. Shercy? Sheris? Smaris? I don't know. H's and M's look the same on my television. Have them commit his body with those we have lost since Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition. Move his fellow workers to another site and allow the time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are at war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Montediet.
Worship.
Little piece of evidence of just tragic events happening around here. Oh, hey! There's a symbol on the throne for a quest. Oh, right. It's because I sent someone to go find the... governor of, Crestwood, who drowned his people. So we get to sit in judgment of that now.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
What he did can't be overlooked, no matter the motive.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
It really is a tough call about how to deal with that, because he had decent motivations. He's trying to save his village. The Blight doesn't apparently have a cure. I mean, the only people that are immune to it are Grey Wardens, and they weren't Grey Wardens. But he still did kill a bunch of innocents, and it wasn't with consent. He did crazy. He did actions that are far beyond what a governor really has the right to do. Probably is obliterate an entire chunk of your population, creating a massive tragedy and everything. Especially since he's saying, like, he drowned the entire family. He's like, oh, that person has the Blight? Well, we'll all send you in this cave. Yeah, all of you, because he's like, we can't make them leave their families behind. It's like, oh, that's so nice of you. So you drowned all of them, their entire families, because one of them had the Blight. That's pretty devastating. And mathematically, you think like that, like even amongst the people who died for the Blight, a minority of them could have had the Blight by comparison, and that in itself is pretty fucked up. So he definitely did something wrong, even if it was for the purpose of saving his village. He may not have made the most reasonable decision for that. Is that a tiny door that's meant for an individual person to go through, and this whole door opens for like a grand entrance? Because I am bigger than that door. Qunari are very large. Oh, hey, we leveled up the Inquisition again. I always forget about that. So, what do we have in forces now? Because I already unlocked my more healing potions. Yeah, okay. So what else is there around here? The dumb riding one, who cares? Advanced focus. Increase your maximum focus from 100 to 200. Ooh, okay. That means you can get an even better version of your focus abilities, and those second and third tier ones are no joke, judging by the tooltips I've gotten. Oh, and here's how you get the third tier. So they're both here in the forces tree, interestingly enough. Huh. I wonder what the other trees have to justify the fact that this one tree has more healing potions and more focus. Harsh environments and training can be dangerous, but hard. Okay. Yep, 10% to all. A 10% increase to all defenses. That seems like really handy for survivability. Let's see. So new rare schematics for each of the 3 different classes. That's pretty straightforward. What do we have for secrets? A chance to get extra herbs, which is reasonable. What is this? Oh, more range for a search. Enhanced studies. 50% XP bonus for every foe you study, including ones you've done in the past. It's not a terrible idea to get bonus experience. More landmarks in every area are just show up on their own. Collection of herbs, and nothing else that I can get down there. 10%, yeah, 10% effects on sales and purchasing. Rare crafting materials, and looks like I'll get notification about merchant sales. Increased inventory capacity, which is something I definitely would like to have at some point, and bonus experience from that. Huh. I think I'm gonna go with 10% boost to all defenses. That just seems like an obvious thing to go for. It's like, hey, everyone's better at surviving now. I'm on nightmare mode, so that's handy. It'll make my increasingly hardy party hardier than ever. Good to know. Let's check in on anything we sent out. Oh my god, there's a lot of things on this map now. Right, there's a bunch of stuff over here now because we've been hanging out the western approach. That makes sense. I'll check that out in a second, but I want to check in on any quests that we've completed already. So, reports of Darkspawn activity. Report ready. Commander, we conducted sweeps of the Storm Coast and determined where the Darkspawn are most concentrated. Our Ferelden soldiers are quite eager to see them driven back. Scout Harding. Rewards received, nothing. I assume that means I just got a new quest. I assume that means if I go to the Storm Coast that there's going to be a new quest for fighting some Darkspawn, maybe? Okay, expose the double agent. The following is a confession that I, Abernail Harish, known as Painter... Oh. The following is a confession that I, Abernail Harish, known as Painter when I was in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promises of a title from the Venatori. Oh, wow. That's just directly our enemies. Now you're in trouble. I acknowledge the mercy the Inquisition is allowing my life in exchange for secrets for the enemy, who I have now forsworn, and I will willingly serve my sentence in prison. Abernail Harish, as witnessed by Leliana. At least it's a good thing he's going to prison, because if he hadn't forsworn the enemy, then how do I know he's not going to just keep turning back and forth? But if he's now in jail, then he can't really betray us for now. And maybe, hopefully, we'll be able to deal with the Venatori before we ever let him go. Gain Orzamar's friendship. Report ready. Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the more formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran Darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzammar's wealth. He recognizes the threat that Corypheus poses. Way to go, Orzammar, and way to go, 60 freaking influence. That is good news. There's plenty more stuff I could do around here. Resources and herbs are both things I'll hold off on, though, because those seem like repeatable resource quests, which I'm not in a hurry to do. Oh, shit. So I was about to say, let's do Western Approach stuff, but a memorial for Haven. Absolutely, let's do something for Haven. I feel terrible about what happened. Ambassador Montiliet. I don't know, every name's hard. I just guess. Although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood, as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor these fallen heroes, Madam Ambassador? Marquis de Rullian. So who'd be the best at this? Josephine versus Colin. Wow, Colin has a way better time. Okay. Josephine says, I can do some fundraising for the project. We could send a representative for the ribbon cutting. That's nice and all, but Colin probably just has a brute force effect of like, let's just get a bunch of people to work on it. I'm sure I can get some volunteers from our ranks to help with the construction. I'm sure you can. I'm sure everyone will be willing to volunteer with Haven because they survived that tragedy. So you get on that, Colin. More work? Ready for work. I'm sorry. Alright, now let's head over to Orlais, and we'll head towards the Western Approach, which is it that one? Nope. Oh, crossing the sulfur pits. I definitely want to get that one out of the way. Investigate the shards. Western. Okay, so here's the Western Approach. So I want to do anything around this area because this is stuff directly relevant to the storyline of what I'm doing right now. So it's more, I'm more invested. What's this up here? Stop Venatori activity in the west. How many things are there? Interesting. Huh. That's a 20 of it. That's a 20 cost. Okay, I might look into that soon. Crossing the sulfur pits. Commander, we have. Oh, this is a real mission. This isn't for them. Okay, I'll get into that in a second. I want to send my people out, though. Secure a source of water for outpost. Gather metals. Western Approach resources. Investigate ancient laboratory. Alright, so this one and this one are the two I want to do because they're not repeatable resource ones. So really quick, take a look at who's available for each. Leliana and Josephine. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally commit someone and then have the other one be locked out. Nope, Liliana, they can both do both. Okay, investigate ancient laboratory. Nightingale, the last Venatori have left the ancient laboratory in the wake of the Inquisitor's attack. We can be sure that the secrets have been left behind, those, the Venatori, the ancient Vinters, or both. We should not allow the desert to bury them. So we have Liliana, which is probably going to be the best for this, because she's usually the one that does these secret missions. We have agents capable of disarming whatever traps and tricks remain and bringing back valuables. Then oh, yeah, Josephine takes way longer. Okay. Josephine, there are Chantry scholars eager to see those ruins. We could save our artifacts and earn them gratitude all at once. Nope. Let's send the people in that are good at dealing with enemy traps. Way to go, Liliana. You'll take care of this, I trust you. And then we go up to the other one. It's secure a source of water for outpost. Yeah, that's something that someone with your influence could probably do. Oh, of course the best person's Colin. Go figure. Okay. Secure a source of water for the outpost. The Griffin Wing outpost has some access to water, but not enough to sustain the number of people there for a significant amount of time. The situation is not desperate, but if we are to maintain a presence in the western approach, the outpost will require access to fresh water. We should locate a reliable source as soon as possible. Alright, and Josephine says, the outpost will not last without water. A few scouts could search for a water source.
Inquisitor?
It's a little weird to hear Josephine talk about scouts, but I guess everyone has access to them. It's less Liliana's specialty. Alright, let's deal with this sulfur pits issue. Since we encountered the sulfur pits earlier and we couldn't get through them, they were thoroughly in our way. So, Commander, we have completed initial estimates on the construction of an elevated bridge over the toxic sulfur pits in the western approach. The work would require 10 of our engineers and 6 wagon loads of lumber, but the finished construction will allow troops to move through the region at a safe distance from the poisonous gas. Knight Captain Rylan. Good information for me, because I want to complete that little chantry quest where you go follow the path, and this shit's in my way. So, our two options are connections, a few words to the Comte of Val Fermin, and we can have a bridge built, versus forces. On your order, we can build a path. Our soldiers will personally see to its construction. This is interesting because this is two separate, so far it's always been that I have one choice, so it's actually been restricted, but now I can say have our soldiers do it, or have a third party help us. I would say the Inquisition's probably spread pretty thin in general, so I think it's probably a good idea to have someone else help us out. Let's see if this works out. Crossing the sulfur pits. The Comte of Valfermin was only too happy to loan his workmen and materials to our project. Eventually. The bridge is ready for inspection at your earliest convenience. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, I want to gather my party. Alright, now that we're back, now that we're down on the planet, what the fuck, down on the planet, I'm so used to playing Mass Effect games, I guess. I did swap my party out a little bit. Right now with me, I have Cole, because I just want to try him out. Someone mentioned that his spec might be especially good for ranged characters. Other people have said that Sarah's overpowered, so I might go back to Sarah anyway, I don't know, but for now, let's try out Cole. Obviously, here's points in archery, got him poison, got him stealth, the standard stuff, and I have points in his crazy assassin tree. First of all, hidden blades. They'll swear you leapt from the shadows like a thrown blade and hit your target with a flurry of strikes from every angle, but it's obvious that you were nowhere near them at the time. It's a nice it's a nice sort of narrative sounding explanation of the skill, but I could use a better explanation. I assume that means that the ability is not a melee attack but a ranged attack where you can hit them over and over again. Anyway, though, it hits them 3 times for 300% weapon damage, and you can use it. Obviously, it's expensive, and you can use it every 30 seconds, so it's not a super frequent attack, but 300% weapon damage. That's like, assuming it hits one target, that's 900% weapon damage overall if everything connects, not even including possible crits. That's a lot of damage. And then its buff makes it castable more frequently, and makes it so that now it hits 3 more times, which means it's doing 1800% damage, which is a lot. That's like hitting someone 18 times. Basically, instead of just hitting them, like once. On the other side, we picked up Throat Cutter. A wounded enemy is the perfect target. Your attacks are even deadlier against targets that are close to death already, so I get a 2% damage bonus for every 10% of missing health, which means that say they get down to 90% missing health, that means I'm doing 18% bonus damage. So basically, yeah, it's a nice passive damage boost. Knockout Bomb. Pretty straightforward. It's an AoE sleep bomb, and it can be buffed, which I don't have yet, but you can buff it to make it so that people do bonus damage, I think. It looks like they can hit people harder, or maybe, I don't know. It says enemies affected by knockout bomb sleep more deeply, allowing your enemies to hit them even harder with flanking damage. I don't know if that means that they're harder to wake up, so you can hit them more times, or it just means that you get an automatic damage boost against them. They're a little too descriptive in an explanation way for like universe stuff, and not quite enough explanation for just like how does it work as a skill in a game. 25% armor penetration, pretty basic. Mark of Death, this is interesting. You mark an enemy, and my understanding is that it does... so every time someone hits your enemy, it does additional damage. Like, this mark stores damage, and then when you detonate the mark, it just delivers all of the damage that it stored up. So if I hit somebody while he's marked, a percentage of damage is added to the mark, and then it keeps stacking until the mark detonates after 8 seconds, or when I detonate it manually, and then it happens all at once. So that I have 8 seconds. It only costs 10 stamina, so I can spam this all the time for a potential damage boost. And if I upgrade it, I can make it so that marking someone also gives them an armor reduction of 20, which I believe is a universal effect, so that my whole party hurts them more. So that's great. We'll become even better at focus firing targets in this case, because if my rogue is making his main target weaker, then my tank already has a similar ability that makes his target weaker. So if we could keep that going, then suddenly the main target would be really easy to kill. There's 3 skills I don't have, but I want to get later. I was never here. You learn that blah 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 blah. Basically, if you kill somebody, you go into stealth automatically. Oh wait, no. If you kill somebody, your stealth cooldown disappears, so you can cast stealth immediately. And then down here, basically, when you're in stealth, you automatically crit for your first attack, which takes you out of stealth. So every time, if I get these, which I want to, I had to make a choice because I didn't have enough points. Killing someone auto stealths, and then you get an auto crit. So auto stealth, auto crit, and that crit might even kill someone, which would also take you back into stealth potentially. Cloak of Shadows is his focus ability. Everyone in my entire party goes into stealth, even if they're attacking, for 3 seconds, 6 seconds, or 9 seconds, depending on the tiers. Although I only have access to tier 1 right now, anyway. But hey, everyone being invisible but pummeling everybody, that's pretty fucking cool. We'll see how that goes. Equipment-wise, he's basically just wearing the equipment that my main character was using anyway. I mean, that Sarah was using before. So which is a little funny because he's also an elf. Oh wait, no, he's not an elf. He's a weird spirit person. Are these monsters just ignoring me? Are they running off in the distance? Bye. Goodbye forever. Okay, so here we are. We are in the sulfur area. And I can do whatever I want here now. So this water take's funny. That's for clearing the water problem. Instead, I'm gonna go, since I just got access to the wastes area, I'm gonna continue to walk forward to this area, figure out what that question mark is. Completed operations. Oh, is that this right here? That is, okay, that's the thing right in front of me. I'm gonna go check out this question mark. I'm gonna head towards the trouble Darkspawn. I'll just do local quests, pretty straightforward. So this bridge that we asked to get built has been built. Is the completed operations thing something I interact with? Oop, did I not pick that up? Guess not. So let's see, do I interact with this flag maybe? Maybe not. Do I talk to these guys? I don't see a prompt to talk to them. Here, maybe if I click on the completed operations, it takes me right to that person. Yeah, that's it. Ah, well, okay. I understand the point of using power to place a, what the fuck is that? Have I seen that before? It's a quillback. I guess I just forgot what they looked like. It's like a horrifying... It's like a turkey. It's like a turkey hyena. BioWare, what did you do? You're like bringing back all the worst things that ever were thought up by furries or something. And that's more or less a dinosaur, though. Like a modern understanding of what dinosaurs are with their feathers and everything. Alright, we'll continue through this area. It's funny to me, because when I walked around this area, when I was walking around this area before, the fucking sulfur stuff was devastating to me. But now it's totally safe to walk around in here, even though I'm only like slightly higher than... Like, I'm only slightly off the ground, and walking around this area was toxic to me. Like, where I'm walking right now was toxic to me last time I was here. I should check this out, though. There's like a whole structure here. I don't think I can go in, though. I can't go in? What are these? What is this made of? I don't know. Weird. If it's a geologic structure, I don't know if I've heard of it before. Oh crap! I'm gonna get stuck. Let's not go this way. This was a mistake. Sorry, I was just investigating because I wanted to see if I could go in the freaky looking structure. All right, let's go fight some dinosaurs, I guess, and cross this bridge and see what else we can find around here. Hopefully the bridge leads somewhere in particular, or it might have been a little pointless. Self-bubbling, motherfucker. What are you gonna do about it? Come here. Look at me. Pay attention, you asshole. I matter. Look at me. Okay, fire mine. Oh, I can't do fire mine right now. Can I do fire mine now? Now I can. Okay. Ta-da! Explodies! Oh, he died too fast. Man, these dinosaurs are bitches. So is everyone getting attacked right now, or are we all moving forward safely? Oh, we're fighting. Okay. We are currently fighting, so let's get in there. Okay. Solus, be safe. Barrier. Barrier, Solus. It's okay. I'm here to help. Oh, whoa. Vasti just charged in and made a mess out. Oh my god, did he just explode? He just exploded. Who has an explodey ability? I don't remember that ability being on my tree. Does someone have an ability where when they kill people they explode? Because that's freaky. Wow, okay. Head down this ramp. See if it leads us somewhere. Otherwise, I spent a lot of time talking about something that's going to be totally pointless ultimately. Can I walk down there safely? Is there like a... Like, they say that the bridge... They're like, oh my god, we made a bridge and the bridge solved all our problems, but it seems more like we just magically just made the sulfur waste not a problem because magic. Oh wow, all those operations I sent people on are already dealt with. Or one of them is. Shows how much time I just spent idling. I totally like paused the game and went to do something when I loaded this area. Whoops. There was no cutscene though. I didn't miss a cutscene because I genuinely paused the game. So yeah, there's bodies down here. Looks like the same body twice, maybe. So yeah, they just got rid of the... Weird. The sulfur planes are just not a problem at all. They're like, we'll make a bridge, but like, the bridge seems irrelevant. It seems like they magically dealt with the sulfur problem so it wasn't toxic anymore. I'd like to hear the story behind that more than like, oh, we made some bridges for some reason. The bridge hardly even serves a purpose. You can just walk around this thing. But this place is magically not dangerous now. Oh, there's a cave over there. I was gonna say there has to be like a point for this, right? This bridge just kind of goes nowhere, doesn't it? There's some stuff on the ground. What's on the ground? Is it just resources? Yep, just some death root. Little death root. What is that? Oh, it's a dinosaur. He was just weirdly bouncing up in the air and flying and stuff. You know, like dinosaurs do. Oh wow, I just oh cool, I fit through there. That was weird. That was very strange. Are we getting attacked? We're getting attacked. Guys, fight back. Alright, bubble everybody. Let's have some fun. Wailing on some fools. Why am I casting fire? I keep reflexively casting fire mine because I'm a few seconds into the fight. I'm like, alright, time to do an AoE to generate some barrier. But then I realize, oh yeah, fire mine's not going to detonate while this fight's going on. I keep overthinking encounters like they're going to be harder than they are. When it's just a basic little fight against one little asshole that's going to die in 4 seconds. Don't stall, just get it over with so we can keep moving. We have a cave over here. Is there anything cool in here to justify my 5 power usage? Granted 5 power... Oh, there's candles that have been burning for a while, but still. Candles are a good sign. That means something's around here. It's not just a random natural cave with nothing in it. If someone's been inhabiting things. But yeah, I talk about using 5 power, but granted 5 power is like nothing. I have 68 right now. I'm swimming in power right now. Because I think the most expensive power thing I've seen on the entire board is like 30? Getting lots of Paragon's Luster. Wow. Remember when I thought that this was a rare... I thought this was a rare item. Because in the areas you had access to before Haven, it was. Everything, in all the areas before Haven, there was like very occasional Paragon's Luster, and it was like the capstone thing you would pick up to level something up, and now it's just fucking everywhere. So we can claim this place. So landmark. The thing in the dock. The statue is oddly warm to the touch and shivers slightly, as though it might have a pulse. That statue? Did I touch that? I don't want to touch that. Looks like a frog version of Jabba the Hutt. Another mosaic piece for 50 experience. I'll take it. And a little bit of loot. We got... Ooh, the Aegis of the Order. Let's look into that. A purple shield. Yes, please. How does it compare? Way less defense, but does it have other things that are good? Heal... What? Oh, how do I even calculate that? No. Because it has really basic stuff, like here's some defenses, and here's some constitution. The big thing, though, is it heals 15% of damage taken over 10 seconds. What? I guess you could say that's kind of like having a... That's kind of like having a 15% damage reduction. And if that counts guard, then I guess when I generate guard, it gives me an opportunity to heal over time. I guess that... I don't know. I'll test run it. I'll keep my kite shield around, but I'll put this on and see what it's like to have it on. What does it look like, by the way? Ooh. Actually, it looks like most of the shields I've had lately. Okay, no big deal. But that... I don't know. 15% heal over time could be pretty good, because that means that it's... That means it might allow me to regenerate health from beneath my guard, and sort of maintain health in a way that doesn't use potions, which could be nice. Maybe even good enough to justify losing stats, but I don't know. That's very, as far as like theory craft goes, that's very difficult math to figure out. Like, how the fuck how does that enter your equation? The First Blight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that, when asked, pious chantry-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers, but none live today who actually remember the horrors that were unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed, regrettably all did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us, and that is precious little indeed. I believe I am not understating when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thedas. The Darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights, as these Darkspawn invasions came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed. That the just a parenthetical and a hyphenated statement. And then we have to go back to the original sentence. I'm just going to start the sentence over without the parenthetical. Jesus. We know from accounts of later blights that the Darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The parenthetical was way longer than the actual sentence. Okay. Okay, fine. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky roiling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of the dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods that had once served. They found what they sought. Dumat, the first of the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence before the Maker, imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison and his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given will by a rotting, unholy mind. With the Darkspawn horde following, Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the worlds the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. From Tales of Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. I really enjoy Genitivi's writings in this game. He's one of the better. Obviously, he's just representative of a specific writer or writers at BioWare. But oh, what the? Hello, Spider. You just gonna show up? Just gonna be a little surprise, a little level 12 surprise. I mean, level 11 surprise. That's right. You don't get me. I protected myself. Your poisons don't mean shit to me. Just die. Taken care of. What the fuck? That was weird. A spider just kind of shows up. Is it just one spider? Is that it? Or is there like a horde of them outside now because I read Genitivi's writings? Because that's weird. Nothing? Weird. Okay. Onward towards question mark, I suppose. We continue our journey towards the thing that we don't know what the thing is yet, but there's a thing somewhere, so we're going to find it. Because thing. This Phoenix is going to be a problem. But yeah, I like the writing style of Genitivi because it's not necessarily. Oh wow, there's what we're going for. There's like a keep over here. Oh, what is that, an enemy? Yep, red circle. And that's a whole keep. Maybe there's more Venatori over here. Are they about to fight? Are we about to see a fight? Oh, we about to see a fight. Or he's going to stand there and not fight back. Oh, well, he can't ignore the fire. Now that he's breathing fire at him, now he has to fight back. Oh man, it's adorable. Look at the locals fighting. How they do in comparison to each other. Oh, it's a Hurlock. That's a Darkspawn. Okay. Well, if there's gonna be a Darkspawn around, I'm gonna shoot straight clean through them and hit both of them. There we go. Enjoy that, asshole, Mr. Hurlock. Now he's marked. Oh, now he's dead. Oh Jesus. His death had quite the toll on the other guy over there. You get him?
Where did they come from?
Darkspawn shouldn't be roaming about on the surface when there's no blight.
Oh, I lost my lock on. Whoopsie. Come on, go ahead and go down, Mr. Phoenix. Go ahead and go down. I have no idea. I have very little understanding of this character's moveset, so I should let the AI control that character. I was just dumbly spamming attacks the whole time. Alright, so we have is it just a landmark, or can I go inside? The Gates of Adderall. Oh, Andorol. Very different. Would you like some Adderall? With your Adderall? Okay. It'll help you study. Gate of the Andorol. Engraved on this gate are symbols of Andorol, old god of slavery. Oh, well he was a dick. Is there anything else around, or just this place? Over here, there's the trouble with Darkspawn. And up here, oh, it's an astrarium. Does this whole area wrap around, maybe? I don't know. I'm tempted to just check out this Andorol place. This door can only be opened with some kind of mechanism.
We're not getting in here.
Well, that gets rid of that option, so we'll just go ahead and deal with Darkspawn then. Search for more signs of Darkspawn. I believe I've already found my Darkspawn. Just a moment ago we were dealing with that. Oh, whoopsie. Guess who forgot to equip Cole with any kind of potions when we switched to him. I kind of forgot about that. I haven't gotten it took a very long time to get a new party member. But speaking of Cole, I mean, so I kind of just forgot that. Oh yeah, you have to equip potions on them at the beginning, or they'll never have them. All right, so oh, is that more sulfur? Not more sulfur. I thought we were done with that. So we have a Darkspawn over here, and we have. Is that another Darkspawn? Or is that a? That is a Darkspawn. Gross. He's a ghoul. So they just look undead now, I guess. They used to look more. They used to look a little more like they used to look a little bit more dangerous. Now they look like the ghouls from. Is there another guy over here? I see another dot. Oh, hello. Another Darkspawn over there. There's Darkspawn all around this bitch. Okay. They used to look more fearsome. Now they look more like the. Yeah, they're just sort of undead-looking guys. They look like the ghouls from Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Alright, well, this Phoenix is on its way over here. Is it gonna fight us? It sure is. Let's make a mess. Don't worry, Solus, I've got you barriered. We're good. You know what, let's not bother. Right, it's just one quick fight. Don't bother with stuff like, let's not bother with things like, fire mine. Alrighty, now. Let's focus fire on this Darkspawn. Get him down as fast as possible. He's level 13. Oops. Accidentally activated Mind Blast. I don't... cancel commands. There we go. Focus on target. I keep accidentally pressing circle to exit out of menus, and it makes me cast my circle spell. We're level 12, and what level's Vastia? 13. Okay. We can take level 13s probably. We'll probably do fine. Maybe. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. Fire mine, motherfucker. Oh wait, does this character have fire mine? Or is that immolate? I kind of just had the moment of realization. I'm like, oh, wait, I don't have fire mine, do I? Sorry. I should remember this stuff, but it's been a few days since I last played. And don't remember that. Oh, it's immolate. It's an instant spell. Fire mine's all the way down here. Okay, good to know. So it's an instant AoE damage, so let's just focus on that. Anything specific getting picked up? Oh, it's just a mushroom. I don't need to pick up every single thing I find around here. Let's keep going deeper in to try to find more evidence of Darkspawn activity. There's my keep I took. So we're still close to there. Oh, there we go. Look at these guys being a mess. Let's do some AoE on those guys. Make a mess of that. And I'll self-bubble. Hello, friends. You're going to be in trouble. Start wailing on fools. Oh, wow. The Phoenix is still alive. It's almost like he got back up. Like a Phoenix. Now he's down, though. He's not very Phoenix-like after all. So we're searching for signs of the Darkspawn. I mean, I'm currently fighting them. I feel like that's pretty good signs of Darkspawn, but I guess I'm searching for something specific around here. The details of this quest are not entirely given. Unlock oh, there we go. We have an operation involving Darkspawn and possibly sulfur.
The air hurts. I need to stop.
The Darkspawn got through. I'll have to see what our people at Skyhold can do.
Huh, okay, so we unlocked another quest where I have to use a operation to clear up more area. I guess that's probably going to be a reoccurring thing, isn't it? Okay, so let's pick something else to do then. I might as well hop down to this southern camp and deal with this water issue, so we'll deal with that.